Hey everybody! In this series of videos, we're going to be talking about how you could best set yourself up for success in this course. So this is a list of 4 things that we think are very important in order to help you succeed in this course. The first thing is learning how to debug your own code. So writing code that just works perfectly the first time is very rare. In fact, it almost never happens. And because that is the case, being able to debug code to make things work again is going to be a very critical skill. Because if you don't know how to debug your own code, you're going to find yourself in a constant state of frustration. Things aren't going to work, or things are going to crash, or you're going to run into issues, and you don't know how to go about solving them. And if you don't know how to go about solving those problems, things are just going to get more and more difficult, and you're going to find yourself being very frustrated. So knowing the tools and the process behind how to start debugging your own code is going to be a very critical skill that you definitely need to start practicing from day one. The second thing is you really want to be able to understand each line of code that you write. So in the process of coding, a lot of times we'll just be trying things out and seeing if it works. And oftentimes when it does work, we just throw our hands up in the air, celebrate, and stop there. But we want to make sure that the process doesn't stop there. Once things work, we want to make sure that we actually understand each line of code that we write. And if we don't understand each line of code that we write, what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself getting more and more confused about what's in your code. And as you're starting to add features to your app, you're going to find it more and more difficult. So every time you have code that works, you want to also make sure that you actually understand what your code is doing. Third thing is asking for help. So being able to know how and when to ask for help is going to be very critical to help you succeed in this course. So a lot of times, coding is a very collaborative activity. And if you're running into a problem, asking for help might be the best way to solve the problem because other people may have ran into the same problem or other people may have ideas about how to solve your problem. And you don't want to find yourself stuck on the same problem or the same bug for more than 5 hours because at that point, the best thing to do is probably to ask for help. So having the skill to know how to ask for help in a way that lets people help you is going to be very critical. The fourth thing is we're going to be working a lot with Android Studio in this course. So being familiar with Android Studio and what it can offer you and its quirks is really going to help you succeed in this course. And we want to make sure that you're really familiar with Android Studio and you know all the tools that it's available to you and you know what it means when it gives you certain warnings or errors. So these are the 4 things that we think if you're able to practice constantly and keep thinking about, you're going to be able to succeed in this course. And in the next videos, we're going to be going into each of these 4 things to kind of look at examples about how we can start practicing these skills.